we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And we have Clayton speaking about crypto. And we know all along he knew about the fourth industrial revolution. That's the reason why he's heavily invested. Guys, the only thing they're doing is playing the Hegelian dialectic. Oh, we don't know whether crypto is going to make it or not. Only in the United States. Overseas, we see everything being built. The robots, the algorithms, the drones. We see blockchain. We see crypto. And in the United States, oh, nothing's happening. The reason why, because Babylon has ended. Clayton started the Ripple case. Why? Because of regulation. They knew they wanted to keep kicking this can for the China digital yuan that launches next year. Plus, we have ISO regulation that's going to be global. It has nothing to do just with the United States, but global regulation. Remember, guys, we're going to be on a global system. Blockchain gives the New World Order the all-seeing eye. Why we can't see any of their transactions because they're building Federal Reserve 2.0 on blockchain. Make sure you go watch that video. But the New World Order is going to pull one of these narratives, and the masses are going to fall for it while the money goes through the back door to build the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you, your pensions, your 401ks is gone. We've been broke. But what they're going to do is bring you that free digital money. Remember what R3 stated, if you want to boost the economy, give the money to the people. Airdrop it. They have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. Problem, reaction, solution is on its way. Don't fall for the Hegelian dialectic, because we know when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
Pivot the conversation for a moment to crypto, because there is a battle brewing, as you very well know, between what now appears to be the crypto industry and the SEC, where you formerly sat, over whether these cryptocurrencies, if you will, are currencies or securities. Coinbase taking it to Gary Gensler and then stepping back a bit about this product where there would be effectively an interest rate product or an interest-oriented product. They're no longer going to offer that after Gary Gensler effectively said, if that's the case, it would be a security. What should it be at this point?
Look, Andrew, I think, well, I hope that I've been consistent on this. Brent McIntosh and I wrote an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal 4 or 5 months ago about this. When you look at, we'll call them crypto products across the spectrum, I think the best way to analyze them from a regulatory perspective is what incumbent product are they providing the same exposure, the same investment opportunity and the like. Now, that's not a perfect match because, you'll come to whether digital assets such as Bitcoin or the like, have any incumbent analogy. But that's what you look at in terms of what I would call a lending product or an investment product like a stable coin. At what point, just for example, does it start to look like a money market mutual fund? If it's like a money market mutual fund, we ought to be regulating like a money market mutual fund. That's just logical. So I hope that's a good way to sort of tee up the conversation.
And therefore, what do you think is the next step in this? And are we at a point, let me ask you maybe a different way. Are we at a point where crypto is at escape velocity, and actually the regulators, it's no longer a question about whether the regulators are going to stop it. It's about how the regulators are going to deal with it. I wonder whether Bitcoin's like Uber. It might have been stoppable in the beginning, but maybe it's now at a point where it's everywhere and there's really no choice. It's now a matter of what the regulators, how they handle it.
Well, let's back up from specific products and go to the technology. I personally believe that this technology is here to stay, and that it's going to come to incumbent markets as well as new markets. I'm involved with a couple of private companies that is their thesis, that cryptocurrency, or said better, blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, is going to add tremendous efficiency to our incumbent markets, as well as provide new opportunities for investment. I believe that. That's my personal opinion. I think a lot of people believe that. The question around particular products and whether they will thrive, survive, fail, and that requires a micro-analysis as to what function those products provide and whether it's something people want, and what the competition is.
You never want a serious crisis to go to waste. And what I mean by that, it's an opportunity to do things that you think you could not do before.
The chief of staff for President Obama is an old friend of mine and my husband's, and was in the White House when Bill was there. And he said, never waste a good crisis. And when it comes to the economic crisis, don't waste it when it can have a very positive impact on climate change and energy security.
This yesterday on the panel that I think central bank digital currencies were concocted in hell by Satan himself. They are incredible control by governments over everybody's bank account, and they are they're going to create a void of privacy for every individual citizen. I think they're horrible, but I think that's where they...
Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team Save the Village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team Save New York. Long COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.